Welcome to Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Today we will talk about the story on the war between 823 G Stone Crips and the Choo Alliance. 823 is a gang based in Van Dyke Houses, Brownsville Projects and Chester Street. Choo is an alliance between Tilden Houses aka Joe and Marcus Garvey aka MIS. This rivalry would start by a man named B. Savi would meet up with a man. His name was Ja. He is gonna be a big part of the story, so tune in. B. would meet Ja in Brownsville and would ask if he can get put onto 823 Crip. Ja would give B. a lead to join 823 and soon later B. would be jumped into 823. One of the people that jumped him in was a man named James. He is also gonna be a big part of the story. A few days go by since B. joined 823 and he would feel like he's not getting respected by other members, so he would meet up with a former structure member named Ballout GZ. They would both form the infamous Tilden Gang. A man named Rico would meet up with B. and Ballout and they would both form the Choo Alliance, with Rico starting the MIS gang. One day, 823 members were seen chilling inside an apartment. Then B. and Rico would come out the elevator and start punching on them and would be a huge brawl. James was also present and would run out the building. James would have to get back for what just happened, so one day James and 823 members would find Rico standing at Marcus Garvey. James would open fire on Rico and he would later be pronounced dead. Rico's death was a big loss for Choo and he was also B. right-hand man he would later plan on getting back. A few weeks go by and B. and MIS members would troop through Brownsville, PZ, 823 territory and then would walk to the store and spot a 823 member. This member was no other than Ja. B. wouldn't recognize him and ask if he was 823. Ja would respond yes and then B. would pull out a gun and open fire on Ja, leaving him dead. Ja's death was a big loss for 823 Crips. B. would later realize he killed his only friend from 823 and would be disappointed in himself and would soon have depression. This wasn't the end though. A MIS member named Wick would kill two more 823 members. These members were named J Stone and Naz Wu. James would soon plan on killing B. and would get a tip from a boy named Small. They both would be walking together and then James would be shot to the ground. Then the MIS member named Wick would run up to James with an AR-15 pistol. James would plead for his life but Wick would shoot James, leaving him to die. The man James was with was an undercover MIS member. This would be end of the war as the Choo Alliance would later get indicted and B. would be arrested and 823 Crips would go inactive. B. would later bail out and start making music and would try and get out the hood. James would also survive the shooting and would soon get out the hospital and continue to roam the streets in Brownsville.